Hey, welcome to my channel. Come spend the day with us at the Houston Children's Museum.
Yep. Now onion. What else do you want? Go walk around. Go find other stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, right here.
Okay, go right there. Carrot.
Carrot is corn.
You want corn? Yep. What else you have? Broccoli? Where do you see broccoli? Where do you see broccoli on there? Yeah, good job.
Got it.
All right, you good? Okay, let's check out.
Oh, okay, Mommy.
Where's your money? Yeah, right there. Yeah, your money is right there. All right. Good job. You did. This HEB is super bougie. I'm going to pick up curbside though. And I might need to go in because I forgot some stuff. Ooh, look at this view. Look at my view, guys. I love it. It's just great. And that's all. It's just great. Watch this. Okay. I am here. Welcome back to my channel, guys. So yeah, today I just spent time with Christian. We went to the Children's Museum here in Houston, which was really nice. I haven't been to the Children's Museum since I was knee-high to a duck, okay? But I took my son, Children's Museum I grew up with and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been just a great day. We went to go get groceries. You'll probably see a clip of that, or you've probably seen a clip of that in this video or this vlog. Excuse the noise. I am outside, the ambulance and everything else. You'll hear a little bit of traffic. I'm working on getting a mic, guys. I think because I love vlogging out here and on this porch. For some reason it's just nice. It's a nice atmosphere. It pumps me up a little bit. Okay, so I just want to talk about people pleasing in reference to parenting. Some of you may not know this, but I didn't have my first kid, the kid that I actually pushed out myself, until I was 32 years old. And many people think just because you're that old, you don't know anything about children. But I've been taking care of kids my whole life, pretty much. I did my first babysitting gig when I was like 8 years old, even though the people were in the house. My parents' friends were helping us with the roof, and they left the baby indoors with me. I knew how to change diapers and all of that. That was back in the day. Back in the day, like, it's not like it is now. Now you have people won't leave their kids with an 8-year-old, but back in the day, yes, they would. Saying this to say that, like, I've been with kids for a long time, but having your own is different. And this is, I will say this, having your own is truly a responsibility, because the way I feel, your child is your responsibility. And so we're going to talk about people pleasing as it relates to children. When I had Christian, so many people had so much advice, and some of the advice is definitely very valid. But I personally believe raising your kids social and emotionally is very child dependent, because it depends on your child's temperament. It depends on stubbornness, things of that nature, and how you should deal with that. You know, all kids aren't treated equal. They're all not the same. And I know a lot of times in the black community, we tend to think that all children are equal and all children are the same, but they are not. It's about getting to know the child that you have and raising the child that you have according to the wisdom of God. And in order to do this, you have to seek God and not people. A lot of times people are like, oh, you should do this for your kid, or oh, you should do that for your kid. And sometimes in getting that advice and in taking it, you end up emotionally damaging your child. My child's emotional health is super important to me. Their emotional and social health is important to me. So I don't want me raising Christian as a different child, and not growing up as the child that I have. To me, the wisdom of God will give you basically wisdom on how to raise your child in their temperament and how to raise them in their purpose. And because he gave you that child, nobody knows how to give you instructions better than him. We talked about this as in relation to you in living your life, but also in relation to raising your child. Now, I'm not talking about don't take advice that's going to keep your child safe. Take advice that's going to keep your child safe, absolutely. But keeping your child in emotionally healthy, that you have to use the wisdom of God for this thing. It's such a critical point in life. Like, your kids are exposed to so many different things, and a lot of times here in America, you have to utilize other sources to raise your children, because we work, we have so much going on. There's just responsibilities that we have that don't allow you. Yes, Poppy. You want who? Who? 911?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to call 911 today, okay? You want watermelon?
Yep.
Okay, go back in there and Mommy will get you watermelon after she finishes this, okay? Mommy's almost done, I pinky promise. Okay. All right. Okay, so I am back. I had to take a little minute and tend to the kid. So what I was talking about is
parenting, people pleasing and parenting. So we're talking about your kids are just your responsibility. So if God gave you a child, he gives you the wisdom to raise that child. And who better knows that child if you're actively involved in that kid's life than you? So what I'm saying to you is make sure you take care of your child's mental and emotional health, and you aren't raising your child based off of what people say that you should do, how people say that you should raise them. It's okay to take advice. That is not what I'm saying. For those who, especially those who didn't have parents in their lives, it's always good to take advice because you never really seen parenting. And there's some people that have wisdom about parenting and they can really help you out. But I'm talking about people pleasing. When you know that what you're doing and your method is correct, and then people come along and tell you that, oh no, you should do it this way or you should do it that way. A lot of times I'm pretty serious about my parenting, okay? I don't think that I'm the best parent, but what I do know is that I'm here every day with my child and I gauge where he is. I gauge how he's feeling. I gauge, I'm here observing him, like gauging, his social emotional skills. If he's sensitive today, if today is just not a good day for him. And those things are really important. And a lot of times when it comes to raising children, a lot of people be like, well, my parents did this to me, so you should probably do this with your kid because whatever. But I'm like, okay, you survived, you became an overall okay person, but what about those things that you wish your parent wouldn't have done to you? Some of us have been, provoked to wrath, and now we're just angry people. We don't know how to handle things without anger, or we don't know how to control our anger, Some of us are just sensitive and emotional. Some of us feel like nobody cares. Some of us have an issue with nobody's listening to them, So the things so I try to pay a little bit more attention to my child as an individual and not my child as it's just a kid. I'm still around a lot of kids. Every child is different, guys. And my advice, you could take it or leave it. Don't raise your children off of what people said. Really, really seek God and ask for wisdom about how you're supposed to raise that kid that God gave you. The Lord, he cares about you. He cares about that child. He cares about every aspect of you, your life, all of that. So in saying that, just be aware, be vigilant, be aware of, I'm just doing this because this is what my mom told me to do, or this is what my friend told me to do. There's a couple of times when people have given me advice and I've tried it, but it just didn't work for me and my kid. My child never ate baby food. And so my sister gave me the method of doing baby-led weaning, which is you give your child whatever you eat, as long as you can pinch it between your fingers and it can dissolve between your fingers. So if I can break it up with my finger, then that's what you give them. There's people who suggested baby food. Of course, the old people of my family suggested baby food. They're like, what are you doing? I had friends suggest baby food and stuff like that. I tried baby food. It just didn't work for us. My child was not having anything chopped up that he couldn't identify. So it just didn't work for us. So I appreciate the advice. I appreciate people's input. But at the end of the day, I have to do what works for my child. God made my child. God loves my child. So in turn, like Hannah did with Samuel, I'm going to give that child back to God. A lot of people think that giving your child back to God is a ritual. You go and you do the christening. And I'm laughing because we think this, that we do a christening, and after we do the christening, that means we're giving our child to God. No, we give the child to God daily, you know, and that's how you love him or her, like God loves. And yeah, and that's with anybody, but we're talking about children here. So it was great talking to you guys. I have something to show you on today. So I want to show you some jeans that's on my website today. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so these are the jeans that's on my website. I don't have shoes on today, guys, but I love the print on these jeans. I love the print. And the reason why I say I love the print on these jeans is because they remind me of the old paint style. So visit my website, www.chiclysale.com, and have a good night.